in there by now. The timing seems to be off a little bit here for Free. There's the Observer finally, but there's no troops there. He needs to get a couple Dragoons back and start taking that down. But Free's going to probably stop this Nexus from going up for Bisu, unless Bisu can get another DT or something out there in order to stop the Dragoons from taking it down. But if he's able to, if he's able to take down that Nexus, Free will take a huge lead in this game. Now Free, finally, with the second Observer, able to take down the DTs that are in his base. And now there's the DTs for Bisu. Gonna try and stop these Dragoons, but those Dragoons are gonna be able to take down this Nexus. That Nexus is almost down. That Nexus goes down. Free is just taking a huge lead in this game. Free is absolutely taking a huge lead in this game. Another DT for Bisu going down in Free's base, and that's getting killed by another Observer. I have to say, Free is in a huge lead in this game. If he can just survive, he does have his Nexus already up. If he can survive, if he can hold out for a few minutes, he should be in a huge economic advantage here. He should be able to take a win in this. I gotta say, Bisu putting himself in a bad position here, really bad position, not able to save his Nexus. He really should have sent out that DT just a few seconds earlier, and maybe, just maybe, he might have been able to save his Nexus. Probably not, but still, you gotta take that chance, Bisu. Bisu's gotta get that DT over there just a little bit sooner. Throwing down a Photon Cannon there to try and protect his natural. He's gonna hope that he can survive here. Doesn't look like he's gonna try and push. But I gotta say, he's allowing Free to get a big advantage here. And Free might actually, I don't know if he has a Forge yet, he might want to start getting some, some cannons of his own and some upgrades as well. And a DT going around the back for Bisu, just trying to make sure that there isn't another expansion going down. Now he's going to see this probe that's going to try and set up an expansion, and it's going to be utterly annihilated. Yep, it gets killed. It's thrown down a pylon, but that pylon is just going to have to be cancelled. There's no way that thing's going to survive. And that's going to force Free to come over here with some more troops and an Observer. That's going to delay Free a little bit, but it's not really enough for Bisu. Bisu does have High Templar out as well, so he'll have Storm pretty soon. A Robotics Facility is out, and he will get Observers out, I'm sure, shortly soon, just in case Free decides to get DTs as well. We did see Free throwing down a Citadel of Adun, and I assume the Templar Archives is almost up, or yeah, there it is. It's about halfway done now, and he's throwing down a Forge as well. So he's Templar Archives and his Forge will be considerably later than Bisu's. Bisu, if he pushes out soon, might actually be able to take advantage of the fact that he has those High Templars, which they will have Storm much earlier than Free's High Templar will, and will therefore also have more energy, and he might be able to maybe take a battle away from Free, and if he can take a battle, that could even things up for him. But he will have a little window there that if he can use his Storm, I gotta say, I think he could work his way back into this. If he can win a big battle, I think that's going to be the key for Bisu, since he is definitely significantly behind economically. It looks like Bisu might be setting up for a third base there at the top right position there. Free has set up his third base at the bottom left. And since this is Carthage, both players are going to probably split the map north and south, since you got those three ramps, three different pathways in the middle, one of which has those temples. And it looks like Bisu producing a shuttle, maybe going for a storm drop here. Yeah, that is what he's going to do. Picked up a couple Zealots and a couple High Templars. He'll be going for a storm drop. And it doesn't look like Free's really taking advantage of the fact that he's got the bigger military and should be scouting out a little bit here and trying to get more map control. That shuttle is going down. I don't see anything from Free that's going to catch it, and this could be absolutely devastating for Free. Bisu gonna try and work his way back in with a High Templar drop. I think this actually could be very, very successful. I don't think Free has any idea this is coming. I don't know if he has any cannons or anything in his back there. They're gonna show it now, and yeah, he's gonna be in. He's got one cannon there, but the Zealots are gonna get dropped, and they're gonna take the cannon. They're gonna be literally cannon fodder in this case. And there's the Zealots. There's the two High Templar. Boom, boom, and they're gonna get a lot of 4, 6. I think 6 kills there. Not as many as you might have expected, but that is still a pretty successful drop for Bisu. 6 kills with those High Templars, and he was able to save the High Templars and the shuttle. Didn't lose them either. So it was kind of successful, but really he's got to get more. Third base going up for Bisu now as well. Although that shuttle for Bisu is still there at the bottom right, he still might be able to get in another drop here. And Free making his probe transfer now, he's not going to be harassed at all. Bisu obviously behind in terms of map control, unable to move out. And Free actually going for an Archon here with his initial High Templars. Now they're showing the predictions of who the audience, I assume that this is the audience, thinks is going to win. 79% Bisu, 21% Free. Apparently the audience, I believe, is giving more respect to Free than Jangbi. I think Jangbi was down like 82-18 or something ridiculous in that game. I don't think Jangbi was getting much respect at all. But Bisu here still getting a huge favoritism here from the crowd for good reason too, because he is quite amazing. And Free still producing Archons, not going for High Templar. I think that this is a mistake. I really prefer High Templars first, storming, and then if you win a battle, you get the Archons. That's a traditional way PvP works. Those Archons, while good, the storm just does so much more damage, and it can catch a lot of Dragoons very, very easily. I gotta say that I definitely prefer storm here, and over just producing Archons straight off the bat. And Bisu is in the middle of the map. Free is moving out towards this position. His troops are almost there, almost getting set up here. I believe Free has observers there, so he knows exactly what Bisu has. Free also coming out with a couple of High Templar for himself, so he's going to have Storm and Archons here, whereas Bisu will just have a lot of Storm. And now here we go. Here is going to be the big battle. Bisu has the high ground. Free should not be engaging. Bisu looks like he's going to back off, and an utterly wasted Storm there, completely doing nothing. Good Storm by Bisu. Another good Storm by Bisu. Bisu doing a lot of damage with those Storms as the units are trying to get up. Those Storms are doing so much damage from Bisu. Bisu doing a great job with his Storms, and he's got the high ground. Free should not have attacked at all. Free absolutely took a ton of damage there. He didn't look like he lost that many units, but those are all highly, highly damaged Zealots. A lot of damaged Dragoons. That Archon has nowhere near its 350 shields. That was definitely a bad attack by Free. A lot of damage done to his troops, and very little damage done to Bisu's completely pretty much wasted Storms by Free. I think he got one good one and one or two really bad ones that didn't hit anything, and Bisu got 2 or 3 very, very well placed Storms doing a ton of damage as Free's units were trying to work up the ramp. Looks like Free might have actually set up a 4th base there at the inside. I guess that'd be the inside 5. And here comes Bisu coming in for another Storm. Now Free did a great job pulling off his probes, only losing a few. I believe he lost maybe 4 or so probes off of that. Another Storm going down, some late Storms, and no, not going to get anything. So I believe he lost 4 out of that, but both High Templar go down. Free showing some pretty good reflexes there. Get his units out, and Bisu's on the left side of those ramps and in the center. Free is on the right side, moving up the right side towards Bisu's base. And here we go. We're going to have another little engagement here. We'll see if they decide to engage here. Bisu is going to hold his ground, and Free is going to have to decide whether or not he wants to attack. At the same time, Bisu attacking at the bottom left base. He's sending I believe there was probably 12 Zealots being sent into that area, doing a lot of damage. There's just a couple of cannons there, and they are absolutely going to take this down. And Storms going down for both players. I gotta say the better ones are coming from Bisu again. Actually, that's a great Storm by Free as well. Bisu countering with great Storms. There's a lot of Storms going on. I think Bisu has the advantage again, though. Although Free now has the high ground. Free shooting from the high ground with his Dragoons actually taking advantage of the mischance there. They're going to kind of swap armies here. Still more Storms for Free. Free still has more Storms. I didn't think he had any more left in those High Templar. But that 3rd base for Free did go down. And it looks like Bisu's going to hold here. He might go down, but he will have the closer reinforcement route. So even if Bisu wins, he's not going to be able to really push in too far. I don't think he has about 7 or 8 Dragoons left, whereas Bisu still has 4 Dragoons, and he should have reinforcing units. Yeah, there's the reinforcing units. So even though Free won that battle, he's not going to be able to really take out any bases or do any damage, whereas Bisu, since he attacked and defended at the same time, did take down that base in the lower right-hand corner. And a great Storm going down for Bisu, taking down a lot of Dragoons. Wow, that was a lot of Dragoons that went down at once from those High Templar Storms. And this entire attack by Free is going to be absolutely foiled here.